Welcome back, guys, to Handy Andy. I actually got my workbench cleaned off for once, and the cabinets are right above you. Actually, I have you placed right underneath it. The lighting's a little odd. I'm going to work on getting better lights hung under here, but I haven't recorded anything lately. Depression's a bitch. And I wanted to get something going and into the pipes. And this is going to be a multi-part project. It's late Saturday night right now, but I wanted to go through the logic of how I do this. So this was originally some episode for the cabinets above us. Was originally something I had thought of putting my wireless tools. That's going to be rethought, so I don't want to, go over that. I have something back here that needs to be rebuilt. And someone on my Instagram, by the way, I have an Instagram, TheHandyAndy_77. I'll make sure I put a link somewhere around here. Not a link, but, graphic showing where to get my Instagram. But I have one of those Black&Decker workbenches, and in my previous videos you probably see me put a piece of steel on top of it and use it as a welding table. Well, it's seen better day. It's actually made out of MDF, and I don't like that. I actually want to make it out of something a little bit more durable. Well, heck, a lot more durable. So I'm planning to make it out of some oak. And I want to make sure I treat it, I seal it, so this way, no matter what, we can do a lot of damage to it, and it'll just keep on taking licks and keep on going. So let me go grab it, or actually, let me set it up so I can give you guys a quick tour of what I'm talking about. Alright, so here we go. So this is a Black&Decker WorkMate 225. Has a really nice, work area. It's expandable. What I mean by that is that these handles here rotate and this opens up here. You can see that. Do that on this side here really quick. If you notice, these pieces have seen better days. It's all cracked. Pieces are missing. It looks like shit. I need to make it look good. So what I'm planning to do is I want to recreate these. And if you look at them, they're mirror images of each other. They have the same holes and the same locations. And this piece here looks a lot better than this piece here. So I'm going to take this piece out and I'm going to do some rough sketching of this piece. And I want to show you how I get those measurements and how I come up with my design ideas for this, okay? So give me a second and we'll be back over to the project table. And magically like that, we're back at the magic table. So let's take a quicker look. So what we have here is a bolt holding onto a piece and then a guide. And you can see it here. It's just a piece of plastic with a guide pin. And you can see back here, they made this a little more rigid, but you can see here, this is all just expanded. Right now it's expanded because I left it out in the rain. It's all expanded board. But you see here, there's a V groove. Let's see if I can get in there. Yep, there's a nice little V groove there, and there's a V groove that runs down the entire piece. That's so it holds on to circular pieces when you're working on them. I'm going to try to simulate that again. So all I'm going to do first is remove the bolt, remove this guide, and start getting some measurements. So give me a second, and I'm going to put you guys back where you belong. Alright, let's take this thing apart. Alright, there we go. These are the two guide pieces that sit on the rails. The other piece has one, but it's attached, so it doesn't move. So I'll take care of that one later. Like I said, they're mirror images of each other. Another thing is it's cool is that this can actually take up to 450 pounds, and I like that. So one thing I've learned moving with projects, let's keep the parts in a central location. So give me a second. I'll keep them in one of these bins. I have a bunch of them lined up here, so I'll put that in there. I'll stack it up there, and I know this is set aside for this project. Now the one thing I want to make sure I do here is that I take accurate measurements of what the length is and what the depth is and then the thickness, and then we got to figure out the hard part, figuring out where the center point is on all these little holes here, and depth. And I have tricks for that, and I'll cover that in a second. So let me Let me grab those really fast. So I took the dimensions and put it on this paper, but what's special about this is it's an Everlast Notebooks. So it says Everlast, and it's by Everlast Notebooks, is that I can actually scan it with my phone and put it right onto the screen like this. Watch. See, you guys, that's all I have to do now. So now I'm going to just fill in the dimensions and then rescan it again, and I'll show you what I came up with. So let's get back to this. Alright, so I got all the dimensions. They're on here. So here you go.